This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, good morning everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Today we are going to talking about variable attributes. So variable attribute is like a same topic, service catalog. So what is the variable attribute? So when you want to applying some conditions top of the variable, so that case we have to apply the variable attributes. Service catalog application is providing different type of variable attributes. Now let me show how the each attribute is working. Okay, so in this case, let me create one catalog item, navigate it to maintain item, Samsung Galaxy, Orange, Apple, Mac Pro 17. Apple Mac Pro 17 is one laptop. It belongs to hardware. Catalog is service catalog. Where you want to show this catalog item, the catalog we have to select, and category is hardware, and a state checkout honor is all the default values. And the short description, the macro 17, and a process engine. So if you want to define any specifications to this particular laptop, you can provide as per the requirement. Process engine we will discuss later when we working with workflow or flow designer or execution plan. So after completed service catalog application, we can move to workflow. Okay, next topic is workflow. We will discuss later. And picture, you can add any icon pictures to your catalog item. Pricing details also you can configure. $14,000 monthly should be debit $250 from my account. And portal settings. Okay, so if you want to hide the cart quantity, any delivery time, other details, you have to enable the checkboxes. Request method should be it's a order or request or submit. So you can select only one request method type. So request or submit or order. Okay, and now save it. So now I'm going to working with remaining variables. Already I have covered 17 to 18 variables, and almost we have 28 variables in service catalog application. So now we are going to exploring more into the remaining variables and how to create the variable. Variables new. We have 28 variables in service catalog application. Each variable we can use it to get different type of information from the customer. Okay, so now I have selected single line text, order number 100. The question is employee full name. So when customer they want to fulfill the value manually, that case we can select or take single line text variable. And if you provide the question of your variable, the name should be taken automatically. If you want to configure or provide any tooltip and example text, already have seen, right? You can provide as per the business requirement. Annotation not required for every time. Type specification also not required. If required default value and other things, we can apply it. And create the more variables. And next one is reference. Your reporting manager. Users and managers and delegates. So always they will coming from where? User table, right? So your reporting manager, right? Reporting managers always coming from which table? Sys underscore user table. And create one more variable, people manager. People manager is the one more question. Question your people manager name will be take automatically. Order number 300. In this case, I'm selecting list character variable. List character variable. Submit. People manager also coming from the same table. Here we need to know the main difference between a reference variable and a list character variable. So we will talk later once again. Submit. And the next one is working with duration variable. Employee contract time. And once again. Okay. Right. I have created one service catalog item. In this catalog item, I have created different variables. We need to understand the different variable types. Employee full name variable type is single line text. Reporting manager variable type is reference. And people manager field type is list character variable. Now I'm going to applying some variable attributes top of the variable. Let me show how the variable attributes are working. And if you want to elaborate more into variable attributes, you can navigate it to product documentation, variable attributes in ServiceNow. Service catalog variable attributes. Service catalog, we have almost 28 variables. Out of 28 variables, 4 to 5 variables contain the variable attributes. See, some service catalog variables support specific attributes. In the catalog variable form, attributes enter the variable attributes field. In case if the variable attribute field is not there in the variable field, you have to enable a variable attribute field, then we can apply the condition on it. So if we don't select that variable attribute field, enable the show attributes when the type is on certain value. So now we are going to working with the each variable attribute one by one. First of all, we are going to working with like a list collector variable. See how the first of all, let me check how the list collector variable is working. Go to Apple Macro. So this is called list collector variable. What is the main difference between reference variable and a list collector variable? A reference variable will be showing that a magnificent class icon. When you click on it, it will be open all reference records from reference table. You will be able to set only one value at a time in a reference variable, right? You will be able to select only one value at a time. But so list collector variable, you will be able to select multiple values at a time. That is the main difference between a list collector variable and a reference variable. If you come to list collector variable and they're including one conditional builder also, right? Suppose see now you're able to see all user records because the values are coming from user table. But I don't want display these all user records. I want display only IT department. Department is IT. Okay, run filter. So displaying only IT department, right? Okay. So the main difference between reference variable and list collector variable is so reference variable and list collector variable both are getting the value from reference table, but in list collector variable all the records are showing in slash bucket format and including one condition builder also. Now the requirement is already I created one list collector variable, but so I don't want show this condition builder to customer. How can you remove the condition builder top of the variable? Very simple. Navigate it to that specific variable. Open the variable is list collector. Open list collector variable. Question is your people manager name. Okay. So now I'm going to open type specification. Here we have one field called variable attributes. In list collector variable by default it is displaying where like what is that condition builder. Now I want to remove the condition builder from list collector variable. So just we have to use the one variable attribute is called no filter. Update it and try it. See, still we are able to show all the records in slash packet format, but condition builder is not visible to customer. Just I have removed. Top of this variable, I have applied one variable attribute. It is called no filter. So when you're using no underscore filter variable attribute, the system will be hide condition builder. And now I'm going to working with second variable attribute. So when you are selected clutter variable type as a variable, okay. So now these all the details are going to displaying in slash bucket format. This slash bucket format will be converted to glide list format. How can you do it? Okay. So there is a one more variable attribute is called glide list. Okay. So now let me open the glide list. Back to Apple Macro 15 laptop. Okay. Uh, s- Now let's talking about list collector variable. So list collector variable is displaying all the records in slash bucket format. Now that slash bucket format, I want to convert it to glide list format. So how to achieve it? So we have one more variable attribute called glide list. Sometimes you will be able to pass multiple variable attributes, but each variable attribute should be separated with a comma. So now I'm going to using glide list. Every attribute is a case sensitive list. Glide list is one more variable attribute that can be applicable to only list collector variable. So once again try it. So now the entire list collector is like converted to glide list. So in this moment also you will be able to set the multiple people, but it's not displaying the values to like a slash bucket format. You will be able to add the multiple people. Clear? This is second variable attributes. And the third variable attribute is I'm going to applying for single line text. I'm going to applying the one more variable attribute to single line text. So employee will be able to suppose employee full name. They can type the full name manually. Srinivas, my surname, and somebody type to lot of letters, right? But so when customer try to provide the employee full name, should be allow only 20 characters. So when customer try to provide more than 20 characters, system will not allow to enter more than 20 characters. How can you prevent the user when try to provide more than 20 characters? So navigate it to that specific field variable attribute and a single line text, single line text, go to variable attribute. So there is a one more attribute is called max underscore length equal to 20. In this case, I'm giving 20 characters, but in your case, you can be able to pass the okay as per the requirement. Okay, so max underscore length is the variable attribute equal to 20. It will be allowed to enter only 20 characters in respect to variable. So once again, click on try it button. See how we can enter the see, stop right. It will be allow only enter 20 characters into employee full name. Clear guys? So one more variable attribute. So glide list. So in case if you want to elaborate more into the each variable attribute, navigate to product documentation. One variable attribute is there, glide list. So glide list is one variable attribute that is applicable to which variable? Only list collector variable. Change the list collector interface from slash bucket to glide list. So we can use in glide list. And the second one is like second one is maximum length. So max length is the one more variable attribute. This can be applicable to single line text, wide single line text. The difference between single line text and wide single line text. Single line text, like it will be allowing to enter the text values only single line, but wide single line text will be allowed to scrolling the single line text value. But anyway, the maximum length variable attributes can be applicable to single line text or wide single line text. Okay, so no filter is the one more variable attribute that will be applicable to only list collector variable. So now we are going to working with another variable attribute is searchable choice. Is searchable choice is applicable to only lookup select box and like a select box. Let me create one more variable lookup select box, I will select it. I will create one more variable, employee department or employee designation title. Lookup select box, order number 500. Your designation name will be take automatically. Type lookup table. Lookup table is title and then submit. Remaining details don't need to fulfill and right button. So your designation, right? Default it is selected as one designation. Default I want to keep it none value. So how can you make the changes? Default value I want set none. Go to the specific variable. The default value is none. Update. Right. So default value is none, and any customer they want to select any designation, they can select it. Okay. So when you click on this the icon, automatically it is showing all the choices, right? So a number of choices are already configured to this like a field or variable. So I have here almost 35 to 40 choices are there, right? In real case, may contain 100, 200 choices. So if you want to select any particular choice out of 100, it's very difficult to customer, right? That's why I am going to include in the one search box. This moment it's not giving any search box, right? Like suppose I want to select the team member. So I don't want search the team member choice manually. So I want to provide or include one search box to customer. How can you read? There is one more variable attribute called is searchable choice. So just you can take is searchable choice variable attribute value to open lookup select box variable attribute, right? So variable attribute equal to is searchable choice equal to 2. Yes, it is searchable choice and update. Once again back to catalog item. When you click on here, it is giving the one search box, right? So no need to search any choice manually. So which one you want to select? I want to select the team member. Just you can type team, displaying the team member, right? This is about each searchable choice. So when you want to giving the option to searching the specific choice from the list of the choices, so we need to enable the one more variable attribute is called is searchable choice equal to true. Okay, and almost I have got all the almost 7 to 8 variable attributes are there, and remaining attributes we can try it, guys. Just following by the documentation. Ref see order by. So this is applicable to only reference. If you want to display the detail based on the which field, there may be name or first name or last name. So according to your requirement, you can apply the variable attributes to reference variable. Okay, clear? Clear, guys? Any questions in variable attributes? It's very, very important topic. Srikanth, Anisha, Vishnu, Shawat, Aditya, Shelly, Josna,
Yeah, it's clear,
Lavanya.
sir.
It's clear, right? Okay. So service catalog application is completed. Tomorrow I can start the workflow. Workflow also it's relevant to service catalog application, but that is different workflow engine. Workflow is very important topic in advanced level. First of all, you can write in three questions on service catalog, guys. What is service catalog? Guys, these all entry questions are very frequently asking on service catalog. It's a very big application in the ServiceNow platform. So while practicing these all topics, please prepare well entry question as well. Meanwhile, okay. What is service catalog? Service catalog is an application within ServiceNow platform. It will be providing the self-service opportunity to the customer requesting any kind of item that may be software or hardware, peripherals, office supplies, and mobiles. So how to configure the new catalog or category in catalog item? Go to service catalog, catalog definition, maintain catalog. Similarly, go to service catalog, maintain catalog, maintain category, then maintain catalog item. So how you can add new service catalog and service portal? Navigate to service portal application and open the portal and go to the section. So how many catalogs already displaying on the portal, and you can add the one more new service catalog to your portal. Okay. And fourth question is what is catalog item? So catalog items that can be representing any kind of item that may be software or hardware. So when you are requesting specific item, if required, so we need to select the specific item you can request it. What is record producer and importance of it? So record producer is a type of catalog item which is used to creating task-based record instead of creating the instant ticket every time. So differently, I can configure the record producer. How many types of variables are available in service catalog application? Almost 28 variables are there. Each variable uses to get different kind of information from the customer, like a break variable, label variable, checkbox variable, single line text variable, multi-line text variable, wide single line text variable, reference variable, descriptor variable, and container start, container end, container split. So we have different types of variables are there. And tell me some important variables which are very frequently using in ServiceNow. So list character variable, reference variable, label variable, single and text variable, multiple choice variable, and sometimes we can use other variables also. So difference between reference variable and list character variable. Reference variable, like it will be allowed to select only one value at a time, but list character variable we can set multiple values at a time. And reference variable displaying the all user record, like all the reference records in glide list format. List character variable display the all the records in slash bucket format, including conditional builder also. What is the order guide and importance of that? Order guide also one more type of catalog item, which is used to generating bulk items in a single request based on the rule based and criteria meet. What is cascade variable in order guide? So in initial form, I have the one field like one variable called mobile color. Same variable already located into the item level also. Okay, so when you want to bypassing the value from initial form to item level, that case we need to enable the checkbox cascade variable. So could you explain about the rule based in order gate? So in order gate, we have one tab called rule base. So based on your eligibility criteria, we can deploy the item. We can include the item. So when customer fulfill that form in initial state, so according to details, we can provide the items. So I have created one scenario, right? I have created one catalog item that should be visible to only APAC region. How to achieve it? So we have to implement the user criteria. What is user criteria and importance of it? So user criteria is used to preventing the users to accessing the specific catalog item from the service portal or legacy platform. So I have created one user criteria, then added into available for, not available for section. So what would be the final result? The item is not visible to any customer because not available is overriding available for. So what is catalog UI policy? Catalog UI policy is similar to UI policy and used to variable make mandatory optional, read-only and writable, visible and invisible. Catalog client scripts we can discuss later. It is equivalent to client scripts. So we have three types of catalog client scripts: on submit, on load, on change. So when we're working in client scripts, that moment we can elaborate more into it. So what is a variable set and importance of it? Variable set is group of variables create once and common variables into one variable set. That variable set we can add it to multiple catalog items where you want to use the common variables. And scenario, I have created 100 catalog items, then I want to create 5 common variables for all 100 catalog items. What would be the best approach? In this case, we can create one variable set. That variable set we can add it to all catalog items. That is the best approach. What is the variable attribute and use of it? So variable attributes are applying top of the variables and so need to be validating something on your variable. So what is the reference qualifier? So when you reference qualifiers are working for only reference variable. So when you want to apply the some qualifier condition, based on the qualifier condition, the documents are going to display, the result are going to display to customer. Types of reference qualifier we know, right? We have three types of reference qualifier: normal, simple reference qualifier, advanced reference qualifier, dynamic reference qualifier. So difference between a catalog item and record producer. Catalog item will be maintained the cart. Record producer will not maintain the cart. Catalog item, while creating the catalog item, so we can't select any table because the default table SC underscore cat underscore item. When you create any catalog item, the catalog item can be stored into SC underscore cat underscore item. But record producer, you will be able to select the table, so the records are going to be stored into. Okay. So I have created one record producer. So how can you map the fields? That question is not defined. I have created one record producer, one record producer, and variable values map to fill. So map to fill, every variable may contain the same checkbox variable map to fill. That field map you have to create it to store the values into the specific table. Okay, service catalog tables you can remember guys. S underscore catalog, S underscore category, S underscore cat underscore item. Service catalog item storing in which table, S underscore cat underscore item. And request architecture means, so when we request any item, automatically the request will be generated. So each request may contain one or many items, that is called RITM, request item. Then each request item called ultimate like a task. So each request item to getting so need to be covered the multiple tasks. So request item, task. So what is the content item? So when you want to display the any content to the customer through content item, you can use the content item. You can follow the content item through like a product documentation. Last question is, I have created one record producer, then variable values map to the table. Okay, so already covered, right? And difference between like record producer and order guide, record producer and order guide and catalog item, like that. Okay, so we can define the difference between all of them. Okay, here guys. So please prepare well these all entry questions very frequently asking on service catalog. Tomorrow we can come up with another topic is flow.